Welcome back to my channel, Tomb Runners Roy Nell. Fair use, fair use. Yes, I want to talk about Onijab Robinson. Yes, this is a sister that has a New York sister that fell in love with a 33-year-old New York sister who fell in love with a 19-year-old man from Pakistan. Got married to the man over the internet. Went to go see him, this 19-year-old man in Pakistan. When she got there, obviously his family didn't know. When she got there, he was told that he could not marry this woman. And from what they're saying is that it seems like there was some kind of catfishing going on, that she didn't look exactly the way she was presenting herself. So she got over there, met with the man and his family. His family took off with him. And she stayed and waited for the family to come back. It became so long waiting for her that she actually became a celebrity, a mini celebrity, and was having news conferences, talking, and spreading her ideals and the way of life that she wanted and what she wanted to do for Pakistan. And it's she's by herself. She's in a foreign land. She doesn't speak the language. But she's so brass and aggressive that she became a mini celebrity. And I don't think everybody was laughing with her; they were laughing at her. But for some people, attention is just what they're looking for. And they actually thought she was mentally disturbed, and they had some people look at her, and they got money for her together so that she could leave. And she even had some people, seems like joking around and giving her money and just making her, just doing a lot. And it seems like they got some money for her to come back to America. They had to stop in Dubai. She got off the airplane, and it seems like, I don't know, she, it probably was like a long wait. Maybe, sometimes you have like, it could be a whole day that you have to wait, or 12 hours. So it looked like she left out of the airport. And what people will not understand, Dubai is for the super rich. If you're super rich, you can probably do whatever you want to do. But if you're not, if you're just rich, or you're not rich, they have certain laws that you have to respect. And if you don't, you could be in a lot of trouble. So smoking, drinking, a lot of things that a lot of Americans wouldn't even think about are illegal, can get you in big trouble over there. And if you're not super rich, you won't be able to pay your way out of these troubles. So Dubai can be dangerous for a lot of people because you just have to follow some rules. And the rules are, it's just a code of conduct, a code of ethics, a code of conduct that you need to follow. And if you're not going to follow them, that's not the place to go. We had an incident with the sassy trucker. Doing things, arguing with people can get you in trouble. If you're not married, having, affairs or having, sex, you could even, kissing and holding hands can be looked at as a bad thing. It can also be a crime if you too brash with it. And it seemed like she was out there smoking a cigarette, wasn't supposed to be smoking. I think somebody told her to put it out or stop smoking, and she was telling them, like, hey, don't tell me nothing, I'll put your eye out or whatever. And that's just not allowed. So it seems like they were trying to get her out to leave, but it seems like the crew didn't want her to fly. And it seems like she just disappeared. There's not a lot of stories about what's going on. She seems like she's safe, but she did not get on that plane to go back to New York when she was supposed to. So for the couple of days, she seems like she's missing, but they said that she's okay. So maybe she's just enjoying Dubai. Hopefully she'll be okay and she'll be back in New York and safe and sound. But, traveling is a privilege. Everything is not going to work everywhere. Be respectful, be kind, watch out what you're doing, and, protect yourself. And, single women need to be extra. Well, it's dangerous to travel even as a single man, but as a woman, it's just even highly dangerous. And you need to be very, very aware of what's going on. If you're a woman traveling by yourself, I wouldn't recommend it. Should probably be of a group of four, especially in places like the Middle East and certain countries. It's just not. It can be very dangerous for you to travel by yourself. So you need to be aware of where you're going and then how you act when you get there. And for some places, going by yourself is just not a good situation. You need to be probably with if you're going to go even as a couple, you need to be with a man, or at least probably a group of 4 or more girls. And that's still not, guaranteed for safety. Well, nothing's guaranteed for safety, but you can put yourself in a bad situation, so you have to be aware of what you're doing, where you're going. So this is Tomb Runners. We're looking for Onijab Robinson. Where is she? And travel safe. And hopefully I have a little video to add on to this. I would like to thank Travel OG, Passport OG, and BGS Igmore. Peace out. Fair use.
Yes, I'm saying. ये भी देखिए, यही मेरी बात की तारीफ करनी है.
You talk too much.
Okay.
We don't know.
Now, the thing is, if we had not seen this in real life, in our own lives, with our own women, this would be unusual. But this is very, very common behavior for black women, okay? They say she might be crazy, but guess what? She's acting in character.
What you saying?
An American woman has gone viral for refusing to leave Pakistan after her plans to marry a 19-year-old she met online fell through. 33-year-old Onijab Robinson traveled to Pakistan in October, hoping to marry Nidal Ahmed Mamoon, but his family ghosted her. Her tourist visa has now expired, but Robinson's refusing to go home, claiming she needs $100,000 to rebuild the country and has demanded $20,000 in cash by the end of this week. The Pakistani government has now placed Robinson in a psychiatry department for a mental health examination. Her son has also labeled her mentally unstable amid his own efforts to bring her.
I have to admit that as an Xer in my 40s, there are days that I wake up and open up the internet and social media, and I simply shake my head and say, what in the world kind of trick bag have we gotten ourselves into?
My name is Onijab Robinson. I would like for you guys to book my ticket back to New York. Money is short right now, and I will appreciate it. Thank you.
My husband will be picking me up from here. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
It's very easy to underestimate the impact that American culture has had on the rest of the world until you look at a simple picture like this where this young...
Look, she got her phone in her hand. She's eating McDonald's, okay? She's overweight. She's eating McDonald's. And she's in character, right? This is common.
Lady is doing something in Pakistan. I'm not exactly sure what, but she's able to go to a McDonald's, get 2 large drinks, 2 orders of fries, a Big Mac, just like she were if she were back in her home city of New York City. This is an illustration of how much the world has become like America. But it's very important for us to understand, just because there are parts of the world that are mimicking America, still doesn't mean the world has become America yet. Even as this young lady appears to be playing some kind of social media game with the world that she would be playing back home.
I don't live here. I'm chilling.
You chilling here? Why are you not taking your flight?
It's none of your business. Now go home.
What's my plan? Is to shield this place down and to make it a home.
Right now, I'm going to mind my business. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Clear the way.
Okay.
Listen, I hope he's saying the right things, okay? Like I said, Pakistan needs to be reconstructed the right way. Do you hear me, guys?
From my perspective,
Doesn't it sound like the typical black woman? I mean, how many panels have we heard with black women talking this way? How many times have they come up on Kevin Samuel's show talking this way, or in Kendra G's show talking this way? Okay, like they're in charge, but a victim at the same time. I said, Dami King says she took the East Coast to the Eastland. Looks like they're going to learn about the New York women today. It's barely February. How much damage can they do before the end of the year? Very true. Behold the modern day hyena B-dub, offended by everything, ashamed of nothing. Exactly.
I see three particular points to this story that are not just representative of her, but representative of Western culture. The first, of course, is that this is a young lady who feels very comfortable acting any way she chooses to, not just in America, but anywhere she goes in the world. And for the guys in Pakistan, this is comedy. Because first, they're not threatened by her, but second, they can't imagine a woman probably acting this way. And yet she is in their country making demands as if they owe her.
Make sure y'all get this on your camera. I'm married to Nidel Hamid. I'm Onijab Hamid. We are moving to Dubai very soon. We're going to have our baby in Dubai, okay?
The second thing that's pretty obvious is how strongly the family is centered around the emotions of the woman in the West. She is in a different country, essentially telling the husband when they're going to have a child, where they're going to live, all of these things being decided because that's what she wants.
Yeah, that's what she wants, and this is very common, right? This is the gynocracy imposing itself on another country.
Without even confronting or even discussing it with her future husband. This is par for the course for the West. If she's unhappy, she leaves. If she gets bored, she leaves. If she wants to do something else, open a new Eat, Pray, Love chapter of her family, she leaves. And that attitude is being reflected here. Very loose ties that bind the nuclear family in the West.
I have my son, Jeremiah Robinson, Sire Pitt. His father is William Pitt. Jeremiah's father is Louis Thomas. They will be rich. The Irene family, Kiki, and Lika, the rest of my family also.
The last and perhaps most...
She has no shame, man. There's no shame, not even a little bit of shame, okay? And this is very common, unfortunately. They have no shame. They have no shame. And what I'm seeing on the web, the women... The black women have not come out and said anything about her, okay? To them, this is comedy. They're laughing just like the Pakistani men are.
Most glaring thing that jumps out to me watching this is how unseriously not just this woman, but we in the West take our lives. We are very comfortable in the West, but she goes to a country where the average person is making $300 US a month, and she's asking for not a modest amount in their terms, but for a large amount in our terms. $20,000 is more than 4 or 5 years worth of work for the average family. And this is a young lady who comes off the plane to their country and says, give me this large sum of money because I'm me. That's right, we don't take our lives very seriously because our lives are still relatively easy compared to everyone else.
Please understand, this city will be reconstructed. It will be fixed up right away. I'm asking the government for $100K in my pockets so I can do real estate. My husband will own it in Karachi. We will not live here, but we will get this job done right away. I'm asking for $20K right away in my pockets at the end of this week. That's all, folks, for today. That's it. He have nothing else to say.
Look at all the microphones listening to this comedy, okay? This is embarrassing. All these men are surrounding her, listening to her cackle, okay, and laughing.
Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Thank you.
My dear American
Listen,
sister.
I'm from Pakistan. Respect to the law.
Okay.
Respect for the law.
Okay.
Respect to Allah. And
Okay.
respect to God. Do you hear me? I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
Okay.
I'm getting my Pakistani passport and Pakistani ID.
You have Pakistani ID?
I'm getting it. Do y'all agree?
Nidal Ahmed given you a friend?
Mind your business.
Nidal Ahmed given you a friend?
Mind your business. Right now, I'm going to mind my business. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Clear the way.
The American woman that refuses to leave Pakistan because she cannot marry the teenage boy she met online, yet somehow became an international celebrity, has taught me that confidence, audacity, and just a little bit of delusion goes a long way.
I'm not going
to... See, they're not embarrassed, okay? They're not embarrassed. She's not embarrassed. She actually kind of low-key looks up to her. The family advised the young man wisely imagine a lifetime of headache and hardship he has avoided by the vetting of the family. Yeah, they saw her coming. They saw her coming.
To deride this particular content creator too hard because she is relatively fair in calling balls and strikes. She does use the word sit-in and she's almost championing her obstinance. But if you look at a good number of content creators, particularly black women, speaking on this situation, they are celebrating this young lady's behavior.
Yes, they are.
And
they're celebrating her behavior. They're not ashamed. Okay, this is entertainment to them.
I think that's dangerous. And it's dangerous for several reasons. One of them, of course, is simply she is breaking social norms, if not the law, in a way that may not be cute to everybody. And she is getting a level of grace that, quite simply put, black men can't even fathom. And yet, still, it remains entertainment.
It all started when 33-year-old Onijab Andrew Robinson flew to Karachi, Pakistan last October with a mission to marry a 19-year-old boy she met online. The boy's family did not approve of him getting married to Onijab. However, one thing about this lady is that she does not accept no for an answer.
See, she does not accept no for an answer, okay? Now, this is funny, then embarrassing, now downright shameful. Black women have no shame, got the community looking foolish. And to them, this is empowerment to them. I wish they would say that it's foolish and embarrassing, but they don't. Black women don't see it that way.
Because even after the boy's family left their house and left it vacant, she staged a sit-in and just sat outside of his home, wandered around, I guess waiting on the family to come back, but I guess they never did. She was stranded there for several days with her tourist visa expiring in the process. And at that point, she was just wandering around Karachi with no place to go. However, eventually her story was picked up by the local news and people did raise money for her to go back home, but she refuses to do that. In fact, now she's made it her mission to fix up Pakistan.
What are you doing here?
Listen,
Yes. What are you doing here?
I don't live here. I'm chilling.
You chilling here? Why are you not taking your flight?
It's none of your business. Now go home. I hope he's saying the right things, okay? Like I said, Pakistan needs to be reconstructed the right way.
The right
Do you
way?
hear me, guys? Make sure y'all get this on your camera. I'm married to Nidel Hamid. I'm Onijab Hamid. We are moving to Dubai very soon. We're going to have our baby in Dubai. My plan is to reconstruct this whole country, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hope to God she's not pregnant.
Asking for 100K or more.
100.
I need 20K by this week.
By this week.
Okay, in my pocket.
In her pocket.
Cash. Okay, that's a demand to the government. The government is gonna fix up these buildings, fix up the streets.
On the double.
And clean up these streets. It's ridiculous out here. I do not like it. Here. Take it.
What are you doing here?
Take
This
it.
is not your place.
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more.
What's killing me is that in every clip I see, she's asking for a different amount of money, and she's getting the money, y'all. She's getting the back.
She's getting the money. In other words, she thinks that she's getting the money, okay? In other words, she's audacious enough to actually ask for it and get it. That's a black woman's dream, okay? Of all the hostages ISIS and Hamas ever took, how they missed this mastodon. If black men did what this black woman was doing, the UN would probably mobilize within an hour. They probably would. Oh, they'd have thrown him back on the plane, hog-tied.
That's the thing. Because the men there are showering her in rupees. I've even heard she's gotten a few marriage proposals but keeps turning them down. Now, Onijab's son has since come out and said that his mother does suffer from mental health issues, specifically bipolar disorder, and that she was only supposed to go to Pakistan to meet Memon and his family.
Here. Take it.
What are you doing here?
Take
This
it.
is not your place.
At the end of this TikTok, what I found troubling is that the young lady referred to the fact that she's being showered with gifts and rupees and that she has a variety of male suitors. And it is almost as if there's something to be celebrated here. And as a side note, she spoke of the bipolar issue, but let's think about it. There's not a very large group of people that are going to get grace in this situation, especially when you're in a country where the average person makes $300 in a month. And that's what most Americans
That's very true.
spend on going out to eat in a week. They make that in a day or two. And yet someone from America is going to their country saying, I'm going to fix your country up because it's not quite to my liking. And by the way, I'm claiming a man who was raised by parents who are looking to marry their son into a family that is onerous and noteworthy. And instead of respecting that, it's just, nope, I'm here because I'm here to collect on what I'm owed and y'all supposed to give me something. That's a very dangerous game to play for American women Because remember, you're going somewhere where men have worked very hard to create what they have created. It may not be to your liking, but it's their country. And this is a very dangerous game to play, not just for that reason, but because those women don't want to see their women turned into this. Delusional, unrespecting of family and boundaries, and essentially saying that the country that you've built here is not good enough for us, and you need to fix it, or I'm going to find a way to not just fix it myself, but dishonor you in the process. Be careful, American women, when you're going overseas, because all of these games aren't games. And when you get to other people's countries, remember, sometimes it's a game to you, and it's real life to them. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.
That was Passport OG. Like I said, even the woman in the TikTok, right, that he played, and he said she was